like what you see? A freak like me? Do you like what you see? I'll take the blame for all the shame that you dish out. There's not enough soap to wash the filth that haunts my mouth. Don't need any extra attention. If I were you, I'd keep my distance. I'm no hero, I'm no idol. There's no verse you'll find in the Bible, but I need saving. So they say, yeah. So while I pray on prayers and judgment stares, I can't help it, but I'm wondering, do you like what you see? A freak like me? An escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? The fantasy. In this world you only hope to be so free. Yeah, I don't make the effort, it's just like my Zephyr. Hit you in the chest while I'm playing checkers. Peeling back the layer, you see the tear. Show you them peaches, cause nothing compares. And maybe I'm a little too blunt, but I'm getting tired of giving two fucks. Maybe I'm a little too drunk, but shit, I gotta give the people what they want. Do you like what you see? A freak like me? An escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? The
Shadows, my shadows. I do.
only hope to be so free. Like me, like me. Every day I just, every day is like, every look is like, think you wanna be the, do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? A freak like me? An escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? The fantasy. In this world you only hope to be so free. A freak like me.
Shadows. Shadows, my shadows. We are so back. I was worried for a second because the game was being a little silly. We still obviously, I haven't like done all of the rerouting, but because the hard drives are named differently, some games are a bit silly. I know it doesn't say continue, but it is in the load. Thank God. Because I was like, I booted up the game and was like, where the hell are my save files? What happened? But I don't know, it was just a weird little thing, apparently. But yeah, welcome back. I hope everyone who has, like me, experienced the heat wave in the past few days has survived. Of course, it was like the few days at the start of the week where I'm doing something, where I'm at work or I'm out and about, was when it was just brutally hot. It was actually quite evil. But we survived, so I did the last stream on Monday, and on Tuesday I had my first day in my new department. I switched over, as you guys know. And it was quite lovely. We had me read this one. Hey yo, guess what? Zelia asked me and Diego to go on a double date. Went to a lake together, it was pretty neat. Also took to prepare something for the talent show, improv theatre then, I guess. Hold on. Fair enough. Actually, where was it? Oh, it was here. It was the printer, right? I need to really remember to just check this. Because it's such an easy way to realize, do I have enough? Okay, I don't have enough of the koi fish. If I have enough of every sticker for the day, so I should get into the habit of doing like a little scroll then kind of going in blind. So I could do a bit of a print at the start of the day. Also, we don't have enough cats. What? I just completely overlooked the Tism cats. There they are. What the heck? What the heck? There we are. There we go. So yeah, first day, new apartment. It's literally the floor above my previous floor, so really I'm not traveling that far in the same building. And everyone was really, really nice. Most people obviously weren't there because it's hot as fuck and everyone who can work from home does do that. But it was really cool, it was very lovely. I could follow local shop, we'll order him more often. Oh yeah, James, in a bit, if you're here already, can you pin, like, if you want to order stickers, use exclamation mark order, like that. The command is not in the title. Dragon. Keys. One lamb. Double key. Kitty time. There we go. Otherwise, I'll do it myself in a bit. Thinking about doing it, but then I got distracted by my save file not being visible in the game. I had to like restart it weirdly, and then it like showed up. Because when I first started the game, it just didn't even show it in the load the game again section or anything. I was like, what the heck are you doing? Yeah, here are all the ongoing quests. Oh my gosh, look at the amount of stuff. Still cooking. What is this? 5? Yeah. Okay, days of the week. Okay. Something that says you are amazing. Okay. Have fun. Like the word. Literally, do you are amazing? It's always kind of the balance between. There's the balance between making cute designs and also doing the stories. Because we played a long time and it actually took us intentionally doing story designs to 100% the main game. I wanna make sure we stay a bit more on that for the words we need. Okay, we have a lot of hearts. I was working on. Working on pride now. Working on organization? No. Which? Yep, we were working on which. They're kind of helpful to just do one thing at a time. One section as my main focus for buying stickers, not for the. If you want to order, use command. Thank you, James. Goat. So, how are you? Have you melted yet? Are you a puddle today? I don't know, have you gotten the heat wave too, or like matches nicely? As if it was like an official document. Kind of funny. In rim and then. The word amazing. Literally just the word. Amongus. Just put Amongus up there, that's funny. I think I will have. Nice cheerful color like that. Is that like an eye? Kind of like how to do that most effective. You queer. Just put the word you queer. There's a word like, oh, there is amazing! I was actually looking for the word amazing. Oh my gosh, I wasn't there the whole time. Classic. Have a matching font. Like a matching cloud. I hate that the U doesn't match this. That is evil. This is so tiny. Maybe amazing memory is the best we can do at that point. I still hate that these fonts don't match, but alas. And have it. I think this is the best I can sort of do at this point. I don't think we have the word your, do we? We just have you, a non-matching font. I'm melting. It's not that hot, but really humid. If we're supposed to get a storm tomorrow, I'm going to be prepared to be rained on. SMHing. I mean, it was literally, okay. Yesterday, it was literally 37 degrees for me, so yeah. It was dire. It was dire, lads. I'm going to be real. I would have died, yeah. Literally melted into a bubble. It was a lot. But yeah, so Tuesday, my first day, my new job is kind of similar to my other, but the advantage was I actually had stuff to do. Because before I was literally consistently done with everything I needed to do well in advance. I would just sit around for like a solid. I put a flower here, would that look cute? I think I'll leave it because it literally has the word amazing, but I'm worried they'll not accept if I don't have the word you on it, but I can't do you are amazing. I don't think there's a word are. I guess I'm gonna sneak in, maybe I can sneak in the word you, so it's technically there, but it's not visible. You know, I can have it be layered below this. That's technically in the sticker, but it's not visible because I don't like the mismatching fonts. I already don't like mismatching 2 fonts, but mismatching 3? No, sir. Amazing time. Amazing. Wait, I'm just gonna... wait. Amazing. Notarized. There we go. Best I can do right now. I've already said everything. But yeah, I actually had stuff to do, like pretty much the whole day, including maybe like the final hour. So that was rather nice for once. And then I went over to my mum's house because I was staying over. We had some errands to run on the following day. And thankfully those errands were very early in the morning, like ridiculously early. Wasn't super happy originally when it turned out that they would be this early. But then again, I was very glad because the day ended up being so hot. I forgot you were going to stream today. I was like, huh? Who's spamming me when I got the notice? Yeah, it's the first Thursday stream in about a year because I switched my work days. And I no longer work on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so I work Mondays and Tuesdays now. Get rid of the balls. Also, sorry. Alright, get ready to order. I'll do a reminder. There we go. Wingman. Oh my gosh, I've completed the story somehow. Alright, fair enough, because I forgot it saves at the end of the day / turn over to the next day. Yeah, because we had a lot of stuff to do that was like early in the morning, so like before 9 AM early. And normally I'm not a morning person, but on a day that ended up being 37 degrees, I was glad to have only done stuff in the morning, and before noon I was back home again, so thank fucking god for that. Did everything, we had some nice But oh my god, on the way home to my, like I went straight from my job to my mom's house, and and at my office, it's not too bad, okay? We're like, there's a lot of greenery around, and then the particular buildings section that I'm in, including obviously in my new position, because it's just one floor above your granddaughter, is relatively, oh my gosh, is relatively cold-ish. Like, it's not too bad, So, while I was actually at work and working, it wasn't too bad. It was a bit hot and stuffy, but like, it wasn't boiling. Such a delectable array of pretty little artworks. If you ever make one featuring Zodiac sounds, I'll be sure to place another order. So we gotta make another Zodiac sign sticker, because existing ones don't matter. Oh my gosh, she wants so many of these. Yeesh. There you go, Hilda. Tim K. Hey, your stickers are lit. Are you creating them yourself? I'll stick them on my next item to my BFF pen pal over in India. By the way, I'm a student from English, so your stickers will be traveling halfway around the world, no cap. Oh my god, Tim. Classic. Oh my god, these amazing memory stickers are really flying off the shelf. Fire stickers and fire. More cats. Yeah, so in the actual building it wasn't too bad. Then I got outside and it was well hot, obviously. But then I had to take public transport. I had to take the train. And some do, but most like tram trains do not have air conditioning. And obviously metal. So picture 37 degrees and you're in a metal tube with people. With no aircon. It was rough. It was literally like, I've seen a bunch of memes recently about this where people are just saying, oh, you get sauna for free because the trains are this bad. And I'm like, yeah, they were so real about this. Because it was like, it was packed. It was actually packed. It was so hot. People were literally, like, there was a guy standing right in front of me and he was like facing backwards and his entire neck was wet with sweat and his hair was wet with sweat, and I was like, Jesus Christ, we're all struggling here. But then also, again, a lot of people get very inconsiderate if they're themselves inconvenienced, and I'm like, we're all struggling here. Because tell me, right, it was like really full. There was like 2 people with like 3 young small children. There's a bunch of people with like suitcases because they were traveling or whatever. It was just everywhere and everything. And one of the people who was with the children like hit me with their fan twice. Did not apologize. I'm like, oh, what are you on about? And then there was 2 guys right next to me who 100% were tourists, and one of them was like fanning himself with his cap, with like his like snapback hat. Sticker, hi Nab, happy, hi. And literally this man punched me in the shoulder by like during his like trying to fan himself with his hat 3 times. Didn't apologize. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I'm ranting about people on public transport being inconsiderate. I'm like, if I accidentally like walk past someone and my backpack like slides against them, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But these people are just full on smacking you in the shoulder, not even apologizing or stopping. You know, if it happens once, you like take care that it doesn't happen again. This guy was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna fan myself, and who gaff if I'm smacking someone who's standing next to me 3 times. I was like, oh my god. But again, they were tourists, they were talking, and I was like, I don't know if they're gonna speak either English or German, so I'm just gonna step on the side and just let it slide. Yeah, it was very hot. It was very, very hot on my first day in my new apartment. It was 37 degrees Celsius. The times... Pat, thank you. Pat. Thank you. Hey, I just passed my exam, so I'm totally like it wasn't hard. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. My mom got on there, so I showed her your sticker. Super kawaii, we need more. Why go? James just ordered the queer sticker 6 times. Now that is like... Review. Have necklace. have some lollipops. Oh, these might not be lollipops, these might be like, you're saying that like it was unexpected. I don't know, it's just like, there's a lot of different, like, he didn't even order his own sticker, this one. It's the James sticker. Excellent. But yeah, temperatures were around for new department so far is fine. I was helping out with a different subsection than my main focus, but it was really fun. The iconic James sticker. Colon. So true. It is. This is the James one. These blown. You can have some candy. And yeah, so the way back, I came home and I was literally dripping with sweat. It was not great. However, there was like very lovely food at my mum's house, and to pet the dog, of course, and hang out and stuff. So it wasn't too bad of a trip. Cool. Errands next morning, and then I was home. But because I had to wake up so early for those errands, the dog's so cute, yeah. I went to bed relatively early, so today I woke up uncharacteristically early, like an hour before my alarm. I woke up at 9 AM, which I normally never wake up that early, willingly. That was a bit strange. And then today I spent some time doing computer organization again, because I was like, oh, I'm doing a thumbnail for one of the VODs. Let me grab a yellow stream on a Thursday. No way. I know! First Thursday stream. We are so back. I love how they named the storms here based on names to celebrate their name day, the day the storm will hit. The worst tomorrow's name. The storm is called Allah. Interesting. Let's go back. That's the new guy. Here. Oh, we get a little sticker. Little picture. Okay, cool design with herbs, plants, or flowers. Interesting. But I don't think we have time to do. Alright, get ready to order, lads. It's almost ordering time. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll grab a Minecraft screenshot real quick. But obviously, I'm still rerouting things in terms of where they are and my ability to access them after my computer storage reorganization. And when first I forgot my Microsoft password, and then I jumped through 800 hoops because I was just going off of my Skype. This is like the dumbest thing, okay? Classic Microsoft moment, right? Where I was literally logged into Microsoft on my browser, but it wouldn't like log me in the Minecraft launcher because I'd accidentally typed in my password to be like wrong too many times. So they were like, "Oh, we're blocking your account." Try to go through the recovery steps. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through the recovery steps. And one of them is like, have you used this account with Outlook? I'm like, no. Have you used this account with Skype? I'm like, yes, probably. And then it asked me to list contacts in my Skype, which Skype doesn't even fucking exist anymore. And also I've not used this account in 10 years. So I'm like, okay, I know I have my granddad and we're gonna put this name. They send me an email and they're like, not enough information, we cannot recover your account. I'm like, what? I'm literally logged into this account right now. What do you mean I can't recover this account? So I then was like, okay, maybe instead of typing in the Skype username, go add the orders, I'm just gonna type in the email address. And then it just let me log in, weirdly enough, and like reset the password. I don't fucking know how Microsoft works. Either way, so first I was struggling a lot. Oh, why is this here again? Oh, maybe I didn't. Did I not? But yeah, so that I was first struggling to just literally get into my Microsoft and consequently my Minecraft account. Got into it. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna like put tap the launcher, like access the launcher, and launcher's like updating. Launcher's updated, and suddenly it's like all my save files, like all my instances that I had saved were just not there. They were just like, it was just the newest instance. So I was like, what? Huh? I didn't delete anything. And then I found out that apparently Minecraft loves having its app data stored on your main hard drive, i.e. the one that's labeled C, or that has your OS on it. And it's just, for the life of me, wouldn't want to go to the other one, so I just copied over the other .minecraft folder, which is the one where all my data is in, which is just on the other hard drive. I just copied that over to replace the one Minecraft wanted me to pick, and now it works again. Annoying, silly things that happen, that take time, but we do them. We got there in the end. Yes, sir. Can have his order. I have a lot of money. Addy, let's go. I'm giving you the bees. Have a frog. Have one of these. Oh my gosh, not the gay Amongus. AT. This is a very gay box. I thought we were all aware of the fact that it is now July. Gay people are not real anymore. Didn't get the memo, huh? Have a lollipop. Have a moon next. Boy. Dragon. Oh wait, I'm straight now, my bad. Women! Thumbs up. No, but also, this was very funny. So yeah, obviously, I've pretty much only ever worked with mostly people within my own department. I didn't really venture out too much. So, but I knew a lot of the people by name, because of other, because of having them, referenced in some other ways. But, I didn't know them personally, so met a lot of new people, and I was, in an area working with two specific new co-workers of mine. Both were very lovely. One of them was very impressed with my level of because I was like, oh, they ask classic questions like, oh, what do you study, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I do English, and I'm basically done. And this one co-worker was, well impressed by this. She was like, we're talking about, oof, job, or, what I want to do in the future, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh my god, but, yeah, you could teach, English, or you could teach German to, recent immigrants. Because you're, a genius at English. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting flattery. Because, sometimes I forget, because I feel like in a lot of circles that I fly in, it's, super normalized for people to speak English very well, and for it to kind of be almost like a given. But then sometimes I step outside the bubble, I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of impressive to speak two languages. Court. But yeah, so I was very flattered. But then yeah, we were having this yap, and I was mentioning that I want to potentially study abroad and blah blah blah. And I was making a joke about the fact that there aren't that many ways these days after Brexit to get into the UK, except work or marriage. And I was making this joke. And one of my new colleagues was like, oh yeah, then the struggles of trying to date and find a girl. And I was like, did I not ramp up the camp? I mean, I know it's July 1st, but really? I was like, why do you think I'm straight? What? I feel like I don't really give off straight energy into the world, but I guess I was just not camping it up enough. I was just like, how did she assume this? Because literally early in the conversation, she asked me what kind of stuff I read, and I mentioned that I read LGBT books, and her response to this was, oh yeah, this is getting more popular now. I keep seeing it on the list, and she was really struggling with the acronym, and I was like, I know you're middle-aged straight people, but Jesus Christ. But then again, they also thought I was straight. What happened? I just have lost my gay riz. It was literally July 1st. It was literally July 1st. Do we have July 1st, the emote? Oh my god. Yeah. Do we have it? This is not showing up for me. No, we don't have it. Why do we not have July 1st? Who took it away? Actually, what the heck? Maybe it's there. People gaze. Who added this? We've never had it. Have we done? No, we had June 1st, didn't we? Yeah, we had June 1st when gay people appear. Well, I thought we had also July 1st, but I guess we don't. Anyway, so that was very funny to me because, I don't know, in my old apartment it was... My actual colleagues didn't really comment in any way, whatever, and I was like, we're here, we're never leaving. So true. So true. Okay, now let's do a sticker that has like, what did she ask for? Herbs, plants or flowers. One of them. That was kind of funny. And overall, I'm happy, I'm vibing, and thank you, Dab. Are we disappearing? Dab, looking. Damn gay people, they gone. But otherwise, I finished reading The Art of Running Away, which is the first book actually of The Complex Art of Being Maisie Clark that I accidentally read in the opposite order, but okay. And I ended up having a decent time. I did like it a bit less than the second book. I know, I just felt like less happens in it, and also want to throw a toad. Chat, I want to play Stardew 11. Wishing you luck, you play Stardew soon. Guys, PayPal's stupid. Is there like herbs here? Yes! Have some herbs. Sage. Have a magpie for balls. Herbs, yes. I love herbs. Zazabird! No, not Zazabird landing. Okay, I do want to try and make a design with these three, and I want to bring in the magpie, and I'm thinking the toad, but I don't really know how to. Maybe a bit. Be like a. This is. Oh, we could do like a glass. Hear me out. And this is meant to be a water tracking. We could create like a little pot here with some shrubbery. And have the birds at. We can have the toad is just chilling like this tiny toad. That's the toad is. And then I need something that's like dirt emulating. Well, we could do one of these. We would have to deal with the transparency issue. Yes! Excellent. Yes, sir! And then have that. Then have a bit of an outline. Chill. And then I think. Just combine them and just put a star sign on there. Because then at least we're sort of with limits of not making a billion new designs. Yeah, how about like maybe one that's a bit more compact? One. Why are you adding a different Zazabird? Oh my god, he's huge. Why is he animated and huge? There we go, that's a bit better. And then I'm thinking I'll do like kind of like as if it was a shadow. I don't know how huge. Maybe, oh, because I have like enhanced emote size. Let me see, because I want to try and make like a shadow happen. That maybe. Yeah, how about that? That looks cute. Maybe I want to try and make it a bit less aggressive. I wish I could like 100% color match. Yeah, that looks okay. It's gonna be gross. I'm just gonna take that joke. Let's print some of these ones. No, true. So we've got that, and then I'm gonna actually spend some of the money. Unlock more colors. Stupid jokes. That's a bird. What the hell? Just creatively inspired. And we can get ones. Be able to have all of this. Oh, we don't have enough funds. What the flip? Oh, there's only one left. Floral Radiance. Oh, we're goated. Okay. Hope you guys are ready to lock in on orders. Yeah. Yeah, otherwise I've done the last saw you, I've done yeah, I was talking about the book. There we go. That running away. Liked it a bit less than the complex side of being Daisy Clark. Mostly because like the characters are good, the core like themes are also the same and also good, but I just felt like this book like barely anything happens, and a lot of it's like Macy kind of recalling having done this or that with. For a book that's set in a trip abroad, it's surprisingly like uneventful, I guess is a good way to put it. So I was a bit disappointed about that in comparison, but I still enjoyed it overall. The budget has exceeded. What the heck? What the heck? Why are you just getting a bunch of lovers Among Us? Why are you literally just getting the Among Us one? What the flip? James is ordering the James sticker. Classic. That's love just Among Us. Wait, didn't Sticky Business, not Sticky Business, didn't Spirit City get a, yeah, got an Among Us update? Why? Should we check this out later? That's kind of funny as fuck. Can we have a look later before we do Minecraft? Of course they did. Among Us is just out here doing literally everything. Ah, thank you. I really think that's the thing I like. I started enchanting seeds and growing all sorts of plants with varying degrees of success, and it's so much fun. Among Us is everywhere, help me. So true. Once I hold the stick in my hands, I'm going to stick it on my forehead and come clean to my family loud and fun. I'm going to give you green because you like it. First, we're going to make sure we have everything. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun to do. It's such a good food. I love that. And because I wanted to finish reading that book before the end of the month, meaning I read 15 books total in June. Very happy with that. Most of it was obviously due to the readathon. Absolutely made good inroads. Unfortunately, a lot of the books that I had physical copies of I ended up not liking, so I'm selling them. But at least they're out of the house, you know. Wonderful, this will help me demo some of my astrology books. I have accumulated a sizable collection of magical literature over the years. I'm desperately trying to get a handle on. And then I've already finished one book this month though, because I was doing all that commuting. I did my reread of The Music of What Happens, which I read years ago, like 4.5 years ago. And it's one of the first advanced readers copies I ever got when the German edition of this book came out, so I got a German one. And I remember I really liking it at the time, but I thought some of the parts might be a better in the English original, especially conversations about identity. Because when it comes to like, especially queer identity, German conversations around it are kind of a bit awkward, I find. So I don't really like the idea of leaving our mark on the linear grounds. I really want to show how chill and open-minded everyone here is. So thank you for making that possible. See you later, Alligator. I think that's the end of Ollie's storyline. Been doing very well on getting through these storylines. Even though no homophobe, excellent. So I got a copy in English because I wanted to reread it in English, but also because I wanted to have it in my collection. And I did a reread, and I don't know what exactly it is. Maybe some parts were just translated. Like the identity conversations were better in English than they are in German, but I felt like maybe the rest of the book, the German translation was actually maybe better, or it might. Oops, sorry. It might have been that the amount of time that had passed made the difference. Because on this reread, I didn't like the dynamic between the main two characters as much. I didn't like other characters as much either. I still like the plot overall, and I still like the setting. It's about two guys who run a food truck together in Arizona, and they fall in love, spoiler alert, in romance. And it does tackle a lot of serious topics, and I thought it did so decently. I still think so. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I originally positively commented this, but I feel like one of the things I like about it is that you have these moments where our main two guys, with each respective friendship group, kind of have struggles where they feel like maybe their friends are not taking certain things as seriously. It's all about jokes. It's all about sort of being maybe a bit snarky and prioritizing like making like jokingly make fun of each other, like banter, over genuinely connecting, and also having both of the main characters kind of quote-unquote endure things because they are like worried about speaking up, even to their own friends, and at the end they do have conversations respectively. Have some hair clip. Nap. Joy. They do bring this up with their friends, and it like gets resolved, which I like, but I felt like those conversations are kind of crammed at the end of the book, and so for the majority of the book we have this conflict simmering in these two friendship groups, and only at the very end it's kind of like, and then we talk to them, like the actual conversation isn't even on the page. So from maybe an older perspective, I'm kind of like, I appreciate that they're trying, like what he's going for with this like nuance in having it's not like, oh, it's like a huge falling out or anything. Like these friendship groups do persist, but it kind of felt like, oh, we are more exposed to the kind of problematic stuff they do / like the stuff that's critical than we are to actually care about them. Like, why do we, or / the main characters as the narrators, why do we care that they continue being friends? You know what I mean? So maybe now that I'm a bit older, I do view it a bit differently. And one of the main things that I was like, I don't know if they just translated this great in German and it wasn't that bad, or I just didn't view it critically at the time. But one of the main things they bond over is that one of them is a poet and one of them is like an artist, like he draws. And it's a very sweet moment, and overall it's a fun little like story beat. However, in the book you have all these poems from the poetry guy, and the poems are so bad. The poems are maximum like cringe fest. Literally like, I'm 10 and this is deep level. And I don't know, again, if they just translated this great in the German edition, or if like younger me have acquired it. Let's go! If younger me, the valley. If younger me was just less critical of this, but yeah, so that like kind of dragged it down a little bit. It's my level. Let's go! W. Congrats, Nab. I don't know. I don't have enough time. What do you mean I don't have enough time? There's like loads. Let the mail off, have we not? After Valley, I'm getting P caps while I have gotten peaks, so mayhap. Mayhap, yeah, mayhap the next week, mayhap Nabita, surely. I was thinking of asking in the group if we get some people together for peak. Mayhap people. And also chatters, next week we will do a Date Everything stream. Because I'm excited for it, and I, for once, don't want to lose out on the hype and play the game like when everyone's kind of talking about it. Also, I try to avoid spoilers, and I feel like the longer time goes on, the more likely it is that I do get spoiled, so... I mean, Stardew would make sense before we know more people have... Because we know more people have Stardew, but if you think Peak is better because it's the hype, then yeah. It depends, I can ask for both. Obviously, also I do have Stardew, so either way, I'm good. Yeah, it's more about like not losing a kind of being too hyped and also wanting to avoid spoilers is more for Date Everything than for Peak. Because I've just been literally, I saw like 3 clips today and I was like, the second I see like the people like clicking on an item in the game, I'm like, swipe, swipe. There we go, got a story done. Just so I'm not getting spoiled for all of the reveals. But yeah, that's why we're doing the stream next week already. We'll see how much we play of it on the channel. Maybe we'll do like the whole game, I don't fucking know. But I know there's different storylines, so some of them might be like longer than others. Get some orders in, lads. But I do want to do it already next week. Just because of the spoiler potential. Rage get a hate ending. I don't know, man. I just know there's a lot of different stuff in it. They're such a hot man. We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it next week. Alas, alas, alas. What was that? Yeah, maybe that's what happens. But I still enjoyed the book overall, even though I liked it less than I did in the past. In the past, I rated it a 5 out of 5. I've downgraded it to a 4.5 out of 5. Still like it. We'll keep it in my collection. However, I did not... Ooh, stories. I did not like it as much. Even though there are hot men and women, I know you aren't an admirer of them. That is true. That is true. Sorry, women. Hey there, I've been following your shop for quite a while. As a fellow artist, I have a lot more appreciation than money. Haha, maybe that'll change soon, at least a little. I have my first ever big exhibition coming up where I'm studying my artwork, so I decided to treat myself today. Yippee! So I'll crank out the straight side of my bisexuality for that stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I finished that, and it was a very quick read. If you're looking for like a cute kind of emo ex-jock kind of energy YA romance with some heavy subject matter though, like there's mental health is a big topic, racism and microaggression gets discussed quite regularly, and also varying forms of mental health, I'd say. Then you have sort of like neglect, parental neglect, and you also have sexual assault. You have rape as a topic, so many of these subjects are sensitive to you. I would not recommend, but if you are okay with these, it does kind of, in my opinion, decent. No way you got a house and 2 kids half a month ago. I know. Looking through my achievements. My second child now in Stardew is now old enough to play with blocks on the ground. I don't know. She'll only age up one more life stage and then will be a toddler forever like her older brother, but alas. Wonderful, this will help me level. Why is this here again? I keep getting some of the quests twice. It's kind of weird. Weird bug. Like Lotta is the first thing in the friends tab for Stardew. True. You see everyone's achievements. You do. I love looking through what other people have done in their game. The video game. Yeah, so that, and then I've started reading the other book that was actually for June. But for my reading challenges, I had 2 books, one of which is The Spire. I've been reading a bit more of that. I've read about 30 pages or so now. And it's alright. I'm not like deeply into it quite yet. Not sure if I will connect with the author, but I am interested to learn about the subject. So, The Spire is a collection of essays on modern Irish culture. I got it years ago when I took a class of Irish fiction. I was like, oh, I'll get this book, and then I just never read it. And then it has like had a really long introduction about like the guy that I didn't even know the author. And then I found out the guy isn't even Irish. He just has lived in Ireland for like 40 years. And there was like one essay about the Titular Spire building, and I liked that, like that one was alright. Then there was like one about how, I don't know, it was like about English-Irish relations. Well, no, at least the essays are quite short. We'll see if I connect with them a bit more. But yeah, so because this is a non-fiction book, I was like, okay, I'm gonna also read the other book for the other reading challenge, which is the Queer Your Reading one, and the book for that month is The Color Purple. And I just started reading that today. My copy arrived in the mail, and I was immediately annoyed because this is like a modern classic. It's not like a classic, but it's a modern classic. Came out of the year, and it's a very well received book and everything. I'm not even going about the book, but it is counted as a classic, right? Even if it's a modern classic, specifically. And in the edition I have, it starts with like a foreword. And my biggest pet peeve, specifically in classics, is when you have a foreword for the book that someone is just about to read for the first time, and the foreword spoils the entire plot of the book. Because the regular average person is going to start reading the book from the page 1, right? And be like, oh, a foreword, and then like start reading the foreword, and then you're going to just get spoiled for the entire book. Because it's always going to be someone's first time reading a book, even if it is fucking, I don't know, Romeo and Juliet. You know what I mean? I just hate that it's so normalized in classics. And this foreword in The Color Purple is from the author, where she in extent talks about how she was like watching the movie adaptation of the book and was like noticing the differences, and then she was talking about specific plot details, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna, even though it hurts me to my core, to skip stuff and come back to it later, because I'm a very chronological reader. I'm gonna skip this because I want to actually experience the story and not know everything already. But yeah, that immediately pissed me off, but that's less about the book but more about the edition. And it's a lovely looking edition. I went with like the cover design I liked the best. And yeah, Pepe laughed 27 hours on Steam based. I mean, we did play 24 hours, I think was about the time for the main story. And I took it slow. So we've only been doing, I think, 3 hours since we've gotten the DLCs, and I'm so excited to play more. It is one of my more played games on the channel. And it does help that it has a Twitch integration feature. Don't have enough time, are you kidding? Chat, you did 100% not a lot. Think about it. I'm only missing 2 achievements, and one of them is have every habitat filled up with maximum amount of loddles, which is a time-based achievement, and the other one is have every type of loddle in the Loddlepedia, which is also a time-based achievement, because you just need to breed them up more. And I did do like the whole plot, and I've played every biome. Please, I'm a real fan. Okay. Also, speaking of games, I obviously got a few games on the summer sale / I just got them while the summer sale was happening because all of these were on sale. I did post a screenshot in the game, but I've also got new updates. So yeah, I did get date everything. I got it and the DLC as well, which is very funny because you can date a microtransaction. I think that's funny as fuck. So I got both. Then I got Song of Farka. You can what? Click W, ain't no way. Yes, it's the lavish DLC. I think that I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the whole thing while I'm here, okay? Yeah, Song of Farka, which is a story game. I've been eyeing for a while is a detective story game, and I'm very excited. It says it has a Black Mirror-esque atmosphere. I've never watched Black Mirror, I just should really get around to it, but I love a detective game. You could date an amalgamation of the devs, but a microtransaction siren, yeah. That is like in the description of the DLC, I thought it was funny. So I love I guess if you could date the concept of rejection, you could date everything. I mean, it's literally called Date Everything, so literally everything. Yeah, Song of Faka, detective game. Well, that's the game what? I got the main game and I did get the prologue also. The prologue's for free though. Obviously we played a few detective games on the channel, most notably Beyond Horizons. The prologue for Song of Faka. No, it's not Beyond. Is it Beyond? Really, I'm between. It was not Beyond. Between Horizons. Sorry. They did also put out an update that fixed the issue that I had with it being so difficult to start the pill quest. Did you finish Chance of Sonata yet? I did. We did. I love that game. I 100%ed it actually. I've got all 25 achievements. Clappy, yes. Love that game. It's in my my showcase. I use my featured game showcase on my Steam profile for like my favorite games. So the current list is that I own on Steam. That is Stardew Valley, Spirit City Golf Sessions, Tiny Life, Cult of the Lamb, Chance of Sanaa, Lotta, Assemble with Care, and Down in Bermuda. Yeah, I saw them featured. Yeah, that's the featured. I know people don't necessarily treat it as a favorites wall, but not necessarily that you have to, but I do, personally. And what was that about? Yeah, Song of Faka. Between Horizons was the other main longer detective game we played, but we also played the Dark Side Detective demo and like a bunch of other detective games. And I generally tend to like them a lot. This one has a cool style. It was 90% off. Then I saw, what is their username? Crispy Insanity, maybe? Have your stream power being yellow goes to games when you're purple? Yeah. Canonically, it was Crispy Insanity, there we go. That is me just being a liar. But yeah, I think it was Crispy who I saw play this. This is a game called Asleep. And I don't know what original. I think this is a Brazilian game. 1,000 games on the wish list. 808. Yep. Sorry, I'm just clouding you at this point. You're allowed to cloud. I do have more than 1,000 games on my wish list. Yeah. But yeah, this is a Brazilian story horror game. There we go. Streamer cannot talk anymore. And I saw them play it and it looked really cool. It's got like a cool pixel art style and it was also 90% off, which meant it was like literally 97 cents. So I was like, you know what, I'm here for this. I'm intrigued. I do want to play some more story games. So I did get this. 97 cents. Faka. And I got Peak because I got convinced into it. Primarily because I saw something about it actually having like an ending. I thought it was just like a friendcore game the way that Phasmophobia is a friendcore game, you know? But there seems to actually be like a Celeste style ending, so if you actually reach the peak. I was like, okay, that convinced me to actually get the game, because in terms of just like accumulating a bunch of multiplayer games that the only point is like, oh, you play with friends, but that it doesn't have an ending, I'm like, okay, I want to actually still play the ones I have not played yet before I get any more, but one with an actual ending, I'm here, okay? So I did get it. You're stranded and you're climbing a mountain. Yeah, and I saw a clip or two. And then that was all the ones that and then the prologue for Song of Faka, and it's sort of roguelike. I'm very intrigued to get around to it. The Song of Faka prologue is free, so I did get that as well, when I found out there is one. But I also got one for free. Shout out to Go On Entertainment, who, like, we've gotten to the point, and we're cool enough that people cold email me without me reaching out first and be like, hey, have a key for the game, it'd be great if you play. And typically these are games that are already going to be interesting to me because they're only going to reach out, I assume, to people that they think would vibe with the game. There's different levels you can find. And then I got their newest game, which just came out last month, called Craft. This is a crafting game. It looks really cool. It really just reminds me of, like, you know, a game you play on a graph paper. I don't know, it just looks really nostalgic to me, so I was like, W. Oh my gosh, I did Pearl Bead art. Anyway, so yeah, that's the new games we've gotten recently. I know I'm always like, I have too many games, and then every Steam sale I will still probably get at least one game. Classic, but what can I say? Let's go. Whap, yeah, let's be financially responsible. But to be honest, I will get around to them eventually. And some of them we're going to play very soon, so I think it's justified. Surely. Copium. Surely. There we go. Yeah, so Color Purple and the Spire. Let's be financially responsible. Ah, dang it. Yeah. For real. For real. Oopsie. So yeah, we're not responsible that much, but surely. There we go. Otherwise, I'm actually going to, I had like one day this week where I did the stream, which is Saturday, but I'm going to my friend's house for the book club, book picketing. After I go play Stardew. You can Stardew and Lurk if you want to. Yes, sir. There we go, I might. And yeah, that's kind of been it. Just did some laundry today. Wait, one time is FF. It's just, that's such a funny acronym. It's just FF. I think it was 6 PM BST, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 6 PM BST, so that is when we're doing it. And by it, 8 PM my time, also 8 PM my time. Time zone bros. And Tata, I'm sure. Check if I actually can't make it, and I fucked up. FF at Friendcore Friday. We're giving it a name, lads. Friendcore Friday, yippee, yeah. Because this is also always the day that is happy. I know, the potential day where we can do It Takes Two, which is also a friend game. It's also a co-op game, and I think if we do it, because we need more friendship in our lives, as we want to do lobby somehow. Yeah, and I thought it'd be fun. Nab also thought it'd be fun, and I do like the name Coop Game. I do like the name Friendcore a lot better than Friend Slop, because it just seems a bit disrespectful to people who make co-op games / multiplayer games. Coop Game Chicken, yeah. Did someone already tell you you're amazing today? Well, you are, and according to Emily, I am too. The stickers she ordered for me were so lovely, I'm still in tears. I haven't seen Emily smile at me like this in a long time. Thank you so much. Aww. And your tickets you played a Coop Game, silly. Who up clucking, you know? Give your goals. Well. By the way, if you want to do the fun dog demo for FF in general, or hit me up yellow. Yes, of course. I'm very excited. I do also have some demos that are multiplayer. By some, I mean like, yeah, I think. Oh wait, there was one else that I... Oh. E-hymns have run out. Damn. Phase were about... I always forget I own Sticky from a Gamba. True, you do. A long time ago, I think. If it's what I'm thinking about. Oh my god, it was James ordering 27 hymns! What is he doing with them? PeopOS, why is it 27 hymns? Oh my god. Yeah, people getting so stupid a while ago, totally. Literally, I had 27 rooms. Monkey, he's hoarding euros even. He's hoarding all the gender to himself. Damn, well, I'll have some pins as well. You know, while we're at it, I have a silly goose notebook. There we go. The goose. So true. I still think it's a backwards cat. I have to consciously focus on. But yeah, otherwise, I've not done any new movie watching. That was like the reading side. I've played a bit of Stardew again. Getting into the groove. I've been absolutely going to town on Criminal Minds. I also got it wrong, by the way. It wasn't my mum whose favorite was Hotch. It was my stepmom. She likes that he's grumpy. Or like stern. I don't know if that matters. My mum likes everyone. Was having a yap about this. But I'm already at the like 5 episodes into season 4. I absolutely locked in to season 3, and there's some crazy shit. Like, just everyone's just traumatized as fuck all the time. JJ's pregnant. Just like, you know, crazy things. They do be happening. I just love throwing all of my... like, the fucking season 4 premiere is actually insane. The bombing, I was like, holy shit. Everyone's absolutely cooked. And then they did it. I just watched the episode with the cliffhanger ending where maybe Spencer's dad murdered someone, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even remember what happens in each season. It's the one where Hotch almost gets blown up, and his friend Kate dies because of like a whole thing where there's attacks in New York City. It was great. Good tension, but yeah. Everyone's just traumatized all the time. Spencer just gets kidnapped like all the time, just gets held hostage or kidnapped, and like, damn, these bitches are traumatized. But I'm loving like how everyone's like bonding and they're getting together. And Rossi has grown on me. Okay, he's grown on me. But to be fair, I already knew that he would grow on me because he's very Gibbs from NCIS. So I was like, okay, once we get a bit more backstory, it's gonna be great. Because I love how in this particular team you have Hotch and Rossi, who are kind of like the parents of the group, and I just love that dynamic, and it's very well done. And also the most recent episode, this is like so funny. Yay, we got another sticker done. Let's go. Smells like sticker spirit. There we go. That in the most recent episode where Spencer finds out maybe his dad did kill a child. Could be. Who knows? The case of that episode, the dad of the child that gets kidnapped in the episode, is played by the actor who plays Mike Kellerman on Homicide, Life on the Streets. I was so shocked. I was like, I recognized him immediately. I was like, wait a minute, I know your face, despite the fact that this episode was about 10 years after the airing time frame of Homicide, so that was like a nice little surprise to see him there. Two out of 1. How is that possible? No, wasn't possible. Sorry, James, you got shafted. Bad news, they laughed at me just because of the stick on my forehead. It was a tad silly in hindsight. Good news, they fully support my choices. I always thought it was implied that I'd follow their footsteps. I guess not. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. I guess that story is also done. Yippee. Yes. Yes. They hate you. They hate you. Despair. Dragon, via these, that. Have a book. I know you'd need a safe space. Apologies if this is an inappropriate outlet for my thoughts. I've been pondering something lately. All these years I've kept my magical abilities to myself. Do you believe I have a responsibility to use them for the betterment of mankind? I did not choose to be born with powers after all. Kinda, maybe. Like, in a sense, if you're noticing something in front of you, you should help. I don't think you should exert yourself, prioritize everyone else's needs in the world over your own. How do you have color? You wish to have a meal. You're stealing some pronouns. You wish to have some cake. Excellent. And then I'm gonna give you... Oh, sweet. Can we order the tarot cards at some point too? Yes, it's just... they're cut off. That's why. You can order them technically, you just need to count the number further, which is the problem. I'm gonna... list some more stuff. I'm gonna get rid of you. Get rid of you. And also gonna get rid of one. Now we should be able to see a bit more, hopefully. Wait, what other quests? Alex seems to be insecure about singing in front of other people. Voices so unique, beautiful. I'd like to make a little card. Could you make some music themes? Gotta make a music theme. I already have all the music. A lot of music themed ones. Some that these, some have notes, and then maybe a silly animal. Maybe Among Us. How about maybe now the toad? We do a toad who's like got some musical notes happening. You've booted up Stardew. So it's like he's croaking, but musically. Can I do like a speech bubble? Yes. Like a frog, and he's speech bubbling some music. Back. Wait, yeah, let's just do this. Wait, oh wait, one note might be better positionality wise. Like that. And then have white. Outline, have him be on top, like, but isn't that that's maybe sending a bad message because like you're croaking, that's like you're sounding bad, you know? Maybe not. I like the idea though. There's another animal I can. That we haven't used it. Go through. A snail would be good, maybe. Ooh, the wolf head. Maybe do the wolf head and then he's like howling. Yes! Excellent. Yes! Wait! That's peak. He's like, I'm howling. But I'm singing. Yes! Excellent. Maybe should I have this in front or like behind? Actually, I think I like it. Yes. Music theme sticker. I'm gonna call this a woo. Wait, do we have one that we haven't done yet? Sparkling shrubs. Sparkling pores, surely. There we go. There we go. Gosh. Get ready. There should be some more numbers visible, hopefully. I think we'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more days of Hoarders, and then we'll check out the Among Us Spirit City update, and then we're gonna do Minecraft. Remember to order, lads. Oh, you still can't do the you still can't do the tarot ones. The tarot ones are like 94 onwards. Numbers. Let's see. Yep, 94 and then 95, I think. I want to order the tarot ones. I just need to get rid of some other stickers so they can pop up here. Goat, goat. I have 11 coins left. I've done my own order. Oh my god, so many guys. Oh. Okay, we gotta get rid of this one, even though I like this one. Gotta get rid of... Need to get rid of the pronouns. I'm sorry, lads. No more pronouns for us. Pronouns are cancelled. No more bugs on the log. I jinxed it with my last message. A pipe burst above my studio. Most of my artworks are completely waterlogged. No! Months of my life ruined overnight. Plus, I was really counting on some money to come in. It cancels the exhibition, but I'm too crushed to call right now. No! Why are you ordering then? You don't... You don't have money. Why are you spending money on stickers? Yes, but that sucks. These, woos, you. Hey, I wanted to ask Alex if she wants to sing at the talent show, but she's still scared people will make fun of her despite the encouragement stickers. By people, she means Julia. I'm sure Julia is so obsessed with winning, she spoils the fun for everyone. Well, that's... Wait. Get a... Oh, we don't have the safe space book now. Let's have that. Practice one. James! Cards. And have some gems. Okay, Amongus. Dragon. The ones need to send away, otherwise we won't be able to send. These, have some of these. These. Actually don't have time. Otherwise we wouldn't have been able to send anything today. Alright. Final round of orders, lads. I mean, you might not be able to order because I haven't been able to send your previous one, but give it a try. There's no punishment. If it doesn't work. There we go. Order time. Yeah, until 98. Now we have space. Nearly, I think nearly all of them. Yeah, except the Wu one, which is 99. I'm gonna do one of myself because there's 8 slots. Yep. 99 is a Wu. So herbs, not the herbs. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. That's crazy. Seems like my niece has found a true calling, at least for now. She's young and life is long. I understand how she got the impression and certain expectations were placed on her. I've got to talk about it in that bar. I didn't realize these were related. Let's see. Here. AT. These twice. Eesh. The people want a lot of these. There you go. Probably get some. Out of funds now, we've run out of money, what the hell is it? Great misfortune to follow my close friend, an artist whom I admire very much. All their friends! Many of my beautiful works were destroyed in a devastating turn of events. She does not know that I can restore them to their former glory with the flick of my wrist. I wonder, however, if she would accept my help. Obviously! Tell her that you're a witch! What the flippity flap? It seems like Alex is feeling down about the talent show, maybe because of Julia. She really has an attitude. Seems to push down anyone who could pose any sort of competition. Maybe Ma and I need to have a word with her. Cheers, Nico. 5 homophobes, some dubs. My BFF Sanjay thinks your stickers slay. He sent some from India in return, but I can't read the text. I need to learn Hindi. Sanjay speaks my language, but I don't speak his. Total cringe, lol. Aw, Tim. Ruby. Okay, we'll try and do yours still and then send it. Otherwise, we might not make it. Oh, we made it! Just about this the one time, but we can't do it the other time. I don't have enough time to pack the other one. Well, we can still set this one off. Yes, sir! Okay, no new orders. That saves the game. And ready. And now it says continue here again. It was very weird that it had to hang up. But we fixed it and it was fine. Alright. Little interlude. I'm just curious what the flip they've added. The city, and then we're gonna go into Minecraft. Thank you, James. Goat. Happen. Taking it. Low turtle. So weird. Everything's fine. Took it a second to realize where the flip. Oh no, you can't see. I haven't clicked on that. There you go. But I was like, oh, no items, news. Yes, the Amongus. We just want to see what the Amongus is that's been added. So, Alright, show me the Among Us. What Among Us has been added? Ooh, space! Oh my god, look at that! Space is real. I love that. Adding the space background. That's so cool. You can get ejected in real life. Okay. No new wallpapers, I don't think. Ceiling. No light fixtures. No beam accents. No new hoods. Okay. Yeah, this is like a little update, I think. A few items and such. Yes! Among Us plushie on the desk! Yes! Oh my god, excellent. Obviously gonna go with classic red. And you can also have an eject button here, that's funny. Gonna call a conference, gonna call an emergency meeting. Okay. Yes. I don't want that to be there now. To be a bit more prominently. Okay, 2 items here. Happy about the background. Heading. No Among Us specific. Wait, is there Among Us soundscapes? That would be funny. No. Didn't expect that. But it's funny stuff. Yeah. Right table. I think it's just the 2 decorative items here. Hey, windows. Hellos. Back. But I want the button to be there. Yes. That's what. Missed opportunity to have an Among Us themed carpet. I think it's 2 items. We're gonna check everything just to make sure. I think that's it. Oh, no. 2 items and a new background. The background's gorgeous, the 2 items are funny. This is like a small update rather than like one of their bigger bundles. They do have a summer one coming soon, which I'm very excited for. Oh my god, you can have an Among Us on your head! Look at that, that's excellent. Wait, literally an Among Us on my head. And it's a free one as well, you don't need to use your in-game currency for it. Excellent. Gotta have a... I don't want to keep this outfit intact. Do this one be Among Us themed. Okay, no new tops though, that's a shame. Can have what would fit. Be like a tank top because it's so hot. Get the gay one. Yeah, like a short sleeve. God, that's cute. Oh, that's cute with the little strawberries, cherries and stuff. There we go. Thoughts? you go. The Among Us theme. Oh, there's no. Oh my gosh. Look! I forgot that we got him. Oh my god, look at the cinnamon spider. So cute. And him. The kitchen dust bunny. Little onigiri one. So cute. I don't expect any skins for them, but I want to know if they didn't give one to Lenny. Lenny gets like that. Let me just check if I update post. If I missed anything. Okay, the crewmate. Any crewmate hat. Wait, you can find a crewmate? Hold on. New decoration, okay, the task, okay. You've got everything except there's apparently a crewmate you can find. Like the... Oh my god! That's so cute. Okay, why is he inside? Like, get a daisy one. Can you find a crewmate? Yes! In the vast emptiness of space, a game of intrigue is played. Well, how do we find him? Okay. Okay, that is... Okay. Can what? Oh my god, look at that! On the space, that's so cute! Cool. Okay. How do we get this? In the massive space. Maybe looking. Oh, gaming, yes! You have to be gaming. Oh, look at him, he's also gaming, that's so cute. But from experience, it takes quite a lot of time to actually catch these. So we might not do this today. We might do this off stream. Slash let it run in the background while we do Minecraft already, and then when we catch him, I think. I think that makes the most sense. Gonna mute the game. We're gonna boot up Minecraft. Have the game in the background. Way I can still show you when we've caught him, but we don't have to have a load of time invested in this because it's very hot still, despite the fact that it's cooled down significantly. But it's still the residual heat, and so being on your computer for like hours and hours on end is a little bit despair, you know. Heat is crawling into you. For now, obviously, we're gonna have it on while Minecraft starts up. Ugh, the temperatures are rough. I am not made for 30+ degrees. I'm gonna be so real. Literally nothing. There we go. We're up. We're still having it run in the background. That switches to Minecraft James. We are gonna start with Minecraft and just let spirits try to capture the spirit in the background. There we go. Ah, back on the craft, working on a trading hall, but also generally just play craft rules. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing like stuff about the new update. I'm very excited. More uses for copper, very good, especially because we do have some copper in our builds here. So there we go. We need more sand. Sandstone. We're also gonna need more wood, I think. Yep, we need stripped birch and stripped oak cloth. Sure. Get the oak, birch, and let's do a bit of like western. Yeah, if you're wondering, obviously for streams this week, we've got the lobby tomorrow, playing a game called Mushiverse for the first time. It's an online board game. That's at 6 PM BST, a bit later than normal to accommodate for people's time zones. And then on Sunday, we are finally starting the Sims 4 Ranks Riches Challenge. Still need to double check that all the tech for it works, like that Sims isn't freaking out, because if there's one game that loves to just absolutely freak out and demand a reinstall when being shuffled around on different hard drives or anything like that, it's The Sims, and it's always been The Sims. So I'm gonna make sure that everything runs smoothly for that stream. That'll be at 4 PM BST. We're starting a bit early, so we have ample time to, you know, make our sim, get into it. So we need to read over the rules, but we're going to read over them on stream as well. We're probably going to have it as a link in the pinned comment, just so people can like reference it. I'm not going to play it in the, like, if I accidentally break a rule, it's like, well, it's not going to end, you know, but I do try and want to try to actually, you know, succeed in the challenge. And we're doing that. I'm very excited, and my goal is to roughly do this a sim stream once a week if I can. Okay, perfect. Doesn't have to without having to run over and grab new saplings. That's the case. Well. But we'll see. We're gonna stay with it. But next week, obviously Monday and Tuesday, I no longer stream because those are my new work days. But on a Wednesday, immediately, we are gonna do the first Date Everything stream. Again, I kind of want to approach it in the sense of, depending on how we vibe with it, what character we end up pursuing, etc, etc. We'll see how long we do as a series total. But at least one stream, probably more than one stream, because I am excited. Especially I'm excited to find it, like, play a dating sim game that is fully voice acted. That makes me feel hyped. Also, I did talk to Elle, and we'll try and organize another live stream not too long into the future. But right now, obviously, it's not necessarily the environment to, we're both dying from heat, to do anything. Maybe he's doing better now, but I know he lives in a tiny ass apartment. That shit is bad. With temperatures. He's got some other stuff going on, but we've talked about it, is the update I wanted to give, basically. But next week, yes, we've got Date Everything on Wednesday. Then I'm thinking maybe we'll do something on Thursday, but I haven't decided quite yet. But for sure on Friday we've got a friend core Friday again. I do want to try and organize another lobby for it as well, but we're definitely doing It Takes Two with Arrow Ace. That one's happening for sure. if I can get a lobby organized, that would also happen. That would be lovely. With whichever game ends up kind of grabbing us. And then on Sunday it would be, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And then on Sunday we do Sims 4 again. That's why I'm thinking maybe we'll do something on Thursday just to put in another ongoing series in that week. So maybe we could do Distant Bloom. And we have a request, ask now. Whatever hold piece. But maybe Slay the Spy, we haven't done that in a while. There we go. Roughly that. I'm not adding Celestin, even though I should finish that game soon, but ugh. Too hot to think. It's too hot to do complicated parkour. Yeah, so we are doing It Takes Two, which is continuing an ongoing series, but you know, I do want to try and have a good balance on the channel between ongoing games, new games, then if there's any like story games to continue those, then also our mainstays, etc, etc. Just trying to have it with a decent balance. We'll see. And then, I mean, in terms of shorter, not really short, but in terms of like story games vibe, we've obviously just finished Lotta this week, which is great. Loved that game. Was wonderful. Then technically the next thing should be Distant Bloom and Celeste, and also Alive, but Alive is a longer one. Again, relies on having L here. But Celeste I just don't have the energy for right now. I have to always hype myself up immensely to want to tackle another chapter. But we will. We will. So let me turn off the shaders, turn on the schematic. Go. Maybe it's dead. We need walls. We have some. That. Fine. I was like, yeah, so Celeste always need to gather the energy to do another chapter. We have quite a few still left. Then we have a few that I'm like, oh, I need to do a stream to basically decide if we continue the game at all. A few games in that category, like 3, I think. Yep, 3. And otherwise, it's just for full games. It's just Celeste, It Takes Two, and Distant Bloom. But Distant Bloom of those is the one that has the least involvement, basically, because It Takes Two is obviously, well, it takes 2 people. It's always a co-op planning situation, and Celeste I just need to like gather the fortitude to play again. Meaning we obviously have not too many ongoing series. Obviously then we have the Sim series, but you know what I mean, like any story games. So I think it should be time to start maybe 1 or 2 more new one. What do you think? I haven't 100% decided what though. Type E. If you have like preferences, do let me know. I'll take into consideration. Go. Okay, was these? Oh, I needed slabs as well. Oh, and stairs, I forgot. I think, well, we did need way more than I have. We're gonna need way more. Let me actually have a little look. I can ask you maybe while we're here. First, I'm gonna do these corner blocks. I'm just too lazy to pre-strip these, so for like 2 seconds it looks wrong. But then we strip these and boosh. Looking decent. Like this little gradient section. Oop, not this way though. That's very fun to me. Gosh, okay, perfect. Okay, what we actually needed was to take well, we actually need the sensor here. We're just gonna grab some of the ones we have at home. These. Gonna check in a second, I just don't want to leave us exposed in the desert. There we go, there we go. Also gonna have some more food prepped in a moment. Go. Well, let me have a look-see, chatters. We have a lot of games that are very much in that 1 to 4 hour window. Breaking on me. My problem is often, I feel the same with books, is that I have like the recency bias. So if I've very recently gotten a new game or book, I'm like, oh, that one's in the forefront of my mind, so I think more about that, like playing or reading that, rather than like my backlog. I really need to actively combat that instinct. Okay, we can actually... I don't know if it was regular... Wait, let me actually just check. Was it... Okay, it was regular sandstone and smooth... Oh, it was also smooth one, randomly. Okay, but we also need regular ones. Make like 5. Never know. That's not too bad. Okay. Wait. Before I head out again. Position myself. Yeah? Lads. Get it out of my mind. One thing is, we haven't done any retro games in a while. I forgot what was the last one we did. Really, pretty much just has shit memory. This is why I have all the data and tracking access set up, so I can always cross-reference my spreadsheets rather than having to rely on my shitty memory. Let me check. Don't know what Remember was the last story. Apparently. Well, the last started one that we finished. Well, actually, yep. Portal. Portal. We do need to do portal. But I don't remember what was... Scooter Park we also did recently. Check out, obviously that one. Doing... I don't know the map. Christmas gift out core we did. One classic. This one. Whatever this one was. Nation Day. Last time I saw you in Cult of the Lamb, right? Alright. I'm trying to remember which one. It was. The last one we played was Tigger game that we had to abandon. because it soft locked up. Before that, was it Kirby's Dream Land 1? Or... I think so. Either way, we haven't done any like retro games in a while, so we could do one of those. I have a few ready. Otherwise, we could do Little Kitty Big City, which I got gifted by one of my friends. I do own that. Do The Room, which is a bit of an older puzzle game. Kirby's Dream Land 2, I guess, if we wanted to. Notion freaks out because something else is in full screen and then it just doesn't roll properly. It's so annoying. We could do Orwell, the Orwell series. I've like all of them. Well, 2 of them that do exist. We could do that. Could do Kato. Got Kato for my birthday last year, I'm pretty sure. Could do that. But yeah, the point being as a number in that sort of very manageable game length, 6 hours or less, or even 4 hours or less. We also have quite a few that are less than 2 hours. So we'll see. I'll let you know. We do have Portal 2 in the pipeline, but we're rushing because it will be a longer project because I'm doing the main one and then I do want to do the co-op at some point as well, etc. And I'm excited for it. I actually ended up liking the first Portal game more than I expected. Not saying I was expecting to not like it, but you know, sometimes when something is like an iconic thing and it's been hyped up to death to you, and then you finally like try it out and you're like, huh, you know, but Portal actually was really, really good. Even though there was like a few levels where I thought the solution was very hard to deduce because it was just like some random shit, but I was very happy that it didn't make me motion sick. Once turn around and not prepare. There we go. I forgot to make balls, didn't I? There we go, that's what I wanted here. Go. There we go. Oh, I forgot. Is that Lo-Fi Coconut Mall Cat Jam? It is. Got that one well. Yeah. lamp ready. Hydrate, appreciate it. And the posture check. Ooh, notes. Oh, ball. Go, not bad. Go. Walls, we need buttons. The glass. Next, those. Definitely need to go back and get a lot more walls made. Also grab a lantern. Help. Let me do it. Go, now let's eat. And go back. Try to get the lower floor done today. We can. Ugh, the heat. Leftover heat especially, because it's not that hot, it's only like 20 something degrees today, but ugh. So weird to not, after like a whole year basically of always working Wednesdays and Thursdays, it's so weird to not do that anymore. But it's also kind of nice. And because I woke up so early today as well, the day has just felt very long. Like in kind of a nice way. Of like, oh, I'm doing something for a few hours and it's only like 1 a.m. 1 p.m. I mean. And that was kind of nice. Not bad. Might have overshot. I don't know if I can use staircase up. We also still need to do the elevators because right now we can't that easily get up to the second floor without using this. Alright, I will. Hey. This. turn, maybe? Oh, not bad. Bad. Same. Trying to avoid having a bunch of scaffold. Done. Gonna need to go back in a bit anyway because I have Rex. That's so dark already. I need to get it anyway. More stuff. It's just raining. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can I get? Need arrows. Shouldn't accept. Where are we going? Not right now. Probably have enough. Idiot. What's that? Read about the what? Okay, wait, we've caught the guy. Hold. That's like you don't need to switch to game categories, but we've got him. That didn't take that long. Oh my god! He's there, wait. That's the crewmate! A curious visitor from a far spaceship. Crewmates do not say much, yet they are oddly suspicious of their crew, often accusing them of being an imposter without any evidence. Crewmates enjoy performing repetitive tasks and were gladly aid a friendly photographer completing their to-do list just to ask them where they were 10 minutes ago. Wait, so we could have a little... That's so funny. We could have a little Amongus next to us. That's so funny. Wait, look at it! That's wait, and you can have the hats! That's so good. Wait. Oh my god, Amongus with an Amongus on his head. Peek. Look at all of these. That's so cute. I love that. Surely we get the sprout. I wish the hats were per each spirit, but like color, but that I feel like wouldn't really work with the setup. But there we go. Oh my god, look at him! Oh my god, with the hands! That's crazy. This image is insane. Wait, I'm gonna send this. Just no context. Wait, I'm just gonna put this no context in the main. So I'm just gonna... No context, that is so funny looking with the huge hands. Alright. Cute little update, obviously it doesn't add that much, it's just like one more spirit. 2 accessory items for the room, and then like the little Among Us on the heads, it's like tiny. And the background. The space background's my favorite part of it. I like that. Everything else is like cute. I'm happy that there's a new spirit. There we go. Back to Minecraft. There we go. Now go. The bottom floor done. Go. Okay, wait, we're gonna go from the back. Haven't done the elevator. Glad we have this abrupt staircase. Was on it. Oh, I forgot the fucking chisel blocks. Oh my god. Wrong. No. Bad. Grab that one bit. Bad, not to this area I want to go. Go. Not miss. Um, add it to the back. Ran out of buttons, really? A long reach there. There we go, not bad, not bad. So it's just to get the bottom floor done. was done with it actually. Perhaps. Gone. What? That's not a good job. No. Shit. Oh my god, I'm just being so... Like, I just want to finish it. I don't want to have to go back to bed. I do. Alright. Can't take the elevator up right now, we just have to take this one ladder, no other ladders are lower this just so. Yeah, and I can better jump around the corners. One smooth. Wondering where that one was. Somewhere. There. Oh my god, we ran out of fucking staircase. Here it is. Alright. Gotta go back, make more staircases happen, because wrong cut. Oh, it's not smooth ones. Classic. Go, excellent. 30 enough, hopefully. This. There we go. I was really expecting that crewmate to take a lot longer. I don't know, I feel like with the kitchen DLC in particular, it actually takes quite a while to get any of the spirits. I was kind of expecting it to be that. But it was actually a quick catch. Go, get to the area we were at. Not that much. Here and then around this. And I think we. Excellent. There we go, nice. Lower floor. Been done. There we go, nice, nice. Obviously we do need the elevator soon. And then the second floor and then the roof. Oh wait, we have the windows. And let's double check everything, including the windows, because I'm not just right yet, but I think that was the one I had. Oh, this block is wrong. There we go, now it's good. Excellent, excellent. Okay, now we can briefly turn off the schematic, turn on the shaders again. Ta-da! Lower floor is looking fresh. Screenshot. There we go. What it looks like with no top floor on top of it. But the basic shape is very much there, and obviously the lower floor has a decent amount of detail going already. That's not done. But, well. Decent amount of progress, decent amount of progress. There we go. Alright, as mentioned, we have got 2 more streams this week. We've got the Mushiverse board game lobby tomorrow, which I'm excited because I've had that game downloaded for ages and I've been meaning to play it, but now with the Friend Core Friday interest, I feel like maybe for some of these games that have been, you know, collecting dust in my Steam library for ages, we might actually get to play them. Keep an eye out. Might not be every single Friday, but I'm gonna try to have like either a lobby and or It Takes Two on the Fridays, just because obviously due to Airways going to Germany, like being on trips, and also other European countries, and then my computer breaking and everything, we have had a big gap between the next It Takes Two, which is going to be next Friday, and the last time, I think, let me check, I think last time, is that true? Ooh, that's, double check if that's right. But yeah, I think the last time we did It Takes Two is May 9th, so almost 2 months. Whoops. But yeah, so we're gonna try and get back into the loop to have it more weekly, and ideally have that Friday generally be a lobby day / co-op day. And as I mentioned, we'll see what story game will start next. I do have a few candidates, especially sort of in that shorter realm length. We do have Distant Bloom and Celeste, and also Our Life as kind of priorities. And of course we're gonna have the Sim series, don't forget about that. And some other stuff. Lovely time to get back into proper gaming on the channel. I'm gonna log out though, just in case. Never know. I don't want to be yapping in my wrapping up the stream yap and then die in hardcore. That would suck. Anyway, tomorrow stream will be a bit later. Will 6 p.m. BST because it's a lobby, and we'll see. Depending on how long we play that, we might do something else at the end, or I don't fucking know. We're definitely gonna play that. And then on Sunday at a bit earlier, 4 p.m. BST, we are gonna start the Sims 4 X to Riches series. You do not want to miss the kickoff. You do not want to miss us setting everything up, the rules. Of course, I'm gonna throughout the series probably reference the rules multiple times just so everyone kind of knows what's up. But we're gonna take obviously the most amount of time in the initial first stream. So excited! It's been like a year and a half of waiting to start the Sim series, and I'm ready. I'm very excited. Yeah, and then next week, Wednesday, we're gonna do Date Everything. Thursday, we're gonna do Distant Bloom and either Slay the Spire, or if I can decide on a story game already, a story game. And then on Friday, we're gonna have It Takes Two and also potentially some other lobby game if I can get a lobby together. If not, we're gonna have something else on that day. Just because with It Takes Two, obviously we start relatively late. We started like 7 or 8 BST only. What did I agree with Arrow actually? Let me look. 7, yeah, we're starting at 7 with that. So we might do something else first and then do It Takes Two. And then on Sunday, Sims 4 Rags to Riches next week as well as this week. So lots of content if you don't want to miss out. Done. On any of it, and you're new here, drop a follow. If you want to support the channel, you can always subscribe. Not with you though. Can I ban you? There we go. SMHing. Being rude and advertising at the same time? SMHing. Not even the bots have manners anymore. Anyway, what I was talking about is ways you can support the community / join if you're new. You can always use your free Twitch Prime, get access to our cool emotes, and of course our lovely badges. I got the coolest badge I think at the moment. Right, let me show it up. I got the rainbow one. I really gotta make more, and as I mentioned, I really need to write this down. I'm actually gonna write it. Don't forget. This is the problem. I was like, oh, I get reminded by it and realize I've still not done it. I wanted to look into animated emote missions. I'm not that good of an animator. I'm not finding myself to be very inspired to do it either, so I want to try and see if I can't find someone to get us a few new animated sub emotes. Anyway, that was a side note. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you had a fun time. Loving that we got a few stories on Sticky Business done. How many did we get done today? Let me check. We got 3 done today, I think. Yep, 3. One from the Plan With Me, 1, 2 from Camzinius. Really getting going on DLC stories. Very excited. And then of course a little bit of this Amongus Spirit City update, which is very silly and fun. And then of course finished the bottom floor of the trading hall, the trading manor. Well, let me see. I think surely I'll send you to Mike. We haven't rated Mike in a while. He's playing Planet Crafter, which is a space game where you're on a planet, and it seems he's quite far into the game actually. Watch a few people play it. Looks fun. Have a good time over there. He has a mature warning on the stream, so just in case that's relevant to you, it's not necessarily 18 plus, but it does have a mature warning for this stream. By the way, have a good time over there. I will see you tomorrow for the lobby, 6 p.m. BST. Very excited. I don't know really anything about the game. I just like online board games / board games in general, so I thought it'd be fun. Also, it's free, which always makes it easier to organize stuff with people, but yeah, see you tomorrow. And of course, see you on Sunday for the Rags to Riches start. Mark your calendars, anotado. You don't miss out on the start of a new series on the channel. Bye, see you then.